Hi, my name is Narendra Konatala, and today I'm going to present BackBuddy mobile app design. BackBuddy is a luggage sharing app which connects two passengers within a flight to share luggage and help each other trying to save or earn money during the trip. So let's see how it works. Let's say Amy has an excess baggage than allowed and she needs to pay some X amount of dollars to the airline customers in order to allow her luggage completely. On the other hand, Andy has lesser baggage or he has free space than what is allowed by the airline, and he is traveling in the same flight as Amy. Now, what this app does is it tries to connect Amy and Andy through the mobile app, and it allows Amy to make an offer to Andy so that he can help with the excess baggage what Amy has, so that Amy can save some money and Andy can internally earn some money. And this amount is much lesser than what the airline charges. So who are my personas? Basically, there are airline travelers. It can be an international student who wants help with more luggage. It can be a first-time traveler who wants a company or somebody. It can be an aged or disabled person who needs help, a helping hand with their luggage. It can be a person who is relocating and trying to take a lot of stuff. And on the other hand, Andy can be a businessman who tries to travel frequently and he has very less baggage. He can be a friendly person who wants to make friends during his trip. He can also be a deal seeker who typically wants to save money as much as possible by trying to uh, find any opportunity he has. So the findings for this app, so during we did a lot of competitive analysis, SWOT analysis, and we did some user testing with prototyping as well as some wireframe testing. So during that time, several feedback was provided and we iterated it often. So the first one is how to make the customer feel safe. There are a lot of apps where this is lagging, and in this app we try to provide with an insurance capability where user can buy an insurance for any no show of passengers or baggage irregularities or loss or damaged baggage, and it will be covered using this. And the other finding is people asked how to get FAA approval or the airline permission for security for such an app. So the answer for this is you can try to start it as a minimal viable product, only targeting certain airports, making this app functional from those airports only. And you can have a bag buddy counter set up at those airports so that a passenger can first screen their bags using that counter, and you can take the airport permission for those locations and you can operate like that. So in India, if you take all the metropolitans, it would be very less and it will be a maximum turnaround. So how to find passengers with the exact match? So this was something which we found in Design Studio. So the app lets you make an offer even if it is not an exact match. So here in this example, person one has 23 kgs excess baggage, but still he could able to make an offer with a person with free space of 46 kgs, and this will just deduct 23 from his allocated one. And on the other hand, we have 10 kgs. It was split with five people, five kgs for within Frank and Karen. And how to track buddies at airport, this was another question asked. So the bag buddy app now lets users share their live location so that people can track, and this will be enabled 2 hours before the flight. And some people were confused, okay, how much I need to make offer. So this was on the first iteration or in the paper prototyping. So now we provided an option to basically tell the user, okay, how much if they pay for this flight, the actual airline cost will be, and 50% of it is how much. You can enter a lesser amount or more amount or offer a different amount completely, so that people are aware. And lack of user feedback is something, so try to incorporate it using toast messages wherever possible. And the ease of navigation is another thing which people has like complained before, and now it was made it much easier so that it with this let me show you the demo of the BlackBerry app. This is the landing page for the app where it explains you on the user how the app functions. So you can here you can either sign in or sign up. I'll try to sign in to the app, you providing the credentials. Once you logged in, it will take you to the trips page where you have all your upcoming and completed trips. Let me start by adding a new trip by providing the trip details like PNR, the last name for the passenger, and the airline information. So once you provided those details, the app will ask whether the flight retrieve is correct or not. Click yes. And in this flight, I need to provide what persona it is, like whether do you have an access package or free space. So let me provide it as an access package and specify a quantity of 23 kgs. Here you can also see in the baggage allowances for this particular airline if required, so that you can cross check with how much amount is allowed. So once that is done, you can review the trip, accept the terms and conditions, and you can add the trip. So once the trip is added, the next step will be trying to find some passengers, if there are any in this particular flight, whom I can share my access package. So I clicked on the co-passengers, and here I can either sort them by best match or using the ratings. So in both the cases, my best bet is Harry Ho, who has good rating and also has 46 kgs of free space, whom I would like to make an offer with. So let me send an offer to him, and I'm sending an offer like say 50% of the airline cost. Here I can enter a different amount also if required. So I just made an offer and it is pending with Harry for approval. So with that, the next step I want to also buy some insurance to protect this trip for any baggage irregularities. So that I can do using the buy insurance option. Here I can select from different plans which are available within this trip. So there is a standard plan, basic plan, or a gold plan. You can choose any of these plans. So let me just go with the default standard plan and try to procure that particular insurance. So once the insurance is bought, it is linked to the trip. You can always view that insurance by going to the trip details and clicking on the trip policy. So let me explain you different types of trips. So this is with access package. So you can also have a trip with free space. So this is the other persona. So this was added with a free space of 10 kg, and Larry Lowe sent you an offer for. So this is like earning uh, from a trip, and the other one was access package. Here you will be saving on a trip. And this is another trip which was a cancelled trip, so any offers which are made will be automatically revoked in that trip. And on the other side, you also have completed trips. So typically actions which you need to perform on a completed trip will be based on event. It will be event driven, and you will be getting a notification to perform those actions once the trip has been completed. So you can respond to the notification by clicking on that, and it will take you to the trip details page where you can perform what you need to. So let me try to pay Martha Move since I have completed this trip. So here I can pay either a single person, or I can also pay entire trip at once. So let me pay Martha More $150. So I do have $25 cash, BlackBerry cash, which I'm going to avail here and pay. I can also do a rate user where I can try to rate a particular user and then click submit, where I provided a rating also for Matamo. So that is mostly with respect to the completed trip and uh, how to access different operations for a completed trip. With that, I'll go to the claims portion. So to explain you how the claims, this is like an empty state where I don't have any claim yet. I can submit a claim because I do have one active policy against with. So here for this particular claim, I can select some reasons for the claim and some amount and add some supporting documents and finally submit a claim. So once the claim is submitted, it will be go to the back buddy agent for approval. And since I already consumed a claim, I'll not be able to submit any more claims, and it will throw an error because I don't have an active policy against which I can submit a claim. So the last feature which I wanted to show is the chat features, which is very important. So here is the place where users can chat, or two different passengers can chat. So right now I just received a message from Harry, whom I just sent an offer. So he is asking me to chat. So here I can type whatever I have, then I can respond to him using the different functionality here. So he's asking me to send a picture of your bag so that I know how big it is. So I'll just send the picture of the bag which I have. And he's also asking me to share the live location, which is another feature which I can use the chat feature to share the live location, but it will be activated only 2 hours prior to the trip. So this is mostly the chat feature. Okay, let me show you how voice user interface works within the app. You can activate a voice user interface by either tapping this mic button or simply saying, "Hey Baggy," using the voice user interface. So right now I'm trying to say, "Hey Baggy." So now the voice assistant screen came up and it says that Becky is the voice assistant. Here you can hold spacebar and you can start giving any of the commands. Here are some of the popular commands which I'm going to try out now. Check notifications.
You have 2 new notifications. Do you wish me to read them out? You can say yes or no.
Yes.
First notification, rate your buddy Martimo for trip to Delhi. Second notification, payment pending of $150 for Martimo towards trip to Delhi. To exit notification, say, go back.
Go back. Check BlackBerry cash balance.
You have $60 in your account. Do you wish to cash out to your PayPal account? Say yes to cash out. Say no to perform the action manually. Or, say go back to exit this menu.
Yes.
Cash out successful. $60 will be transferred to your PayPal account johndoe@paypal.com. Say go back to exit this menu.
Go back. Hey Baggy. Open trip to Los Angeles.
Navigated to trip from Paris to Los Angeles on February 1st. You have one open offer. Do you wish to respond? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Offer from Larry Lowe for $100 to help with 20 kilograms of excess baggage. Say no to perform this operation manually. To respond, say accept or reject.
Accept.
Congrats, offer accepted. You have just earned $100 in this trip and got yourself a travel buddy. Say go back to exit the menu.
Go back. So you can also use the voice interface to navigate across the app. Let's see that in action too. Go to claims.
Navigated to claims. Currently no claims in progress. You have one active policy against which a claim can be submitted.
Hey Baggy. Go to profile.
Navigated to profile. Here you can update your profile, manage Bag Buddy cache, refer Bag Buddy to a friend and manage your app preferences.
Yeah, that's all with respect to the voice user interface. Thank you.